story. Mission sets doesn't come with instruction book. Yeah. Sister made my mom and I watched the newest season, even though we had never seen much. Oh, what was that? I missed that. I missed what we're talking about. Kigo, how's it going? Told us the best Disney Plus show yet, but also the people who dislike it because it's childish. Okay, are the same ones who like the same things when Peter Parker does them. Okay, okay. I don't know what Pretty in Pink is. Bad idea to use a heat gun to fix a Lego sticker? It's not. You don't need to use a heat gun. I've seen a lot of people say use a heat gun to soften it up, but you don't need to. I've never used a heat gun to take a sticker off. I just take it off. Just use a craft knife, get under a corner, slowly peel it up very carefully. Miss Marvel, good. We'll give it a try, I think. Have not found it to be preachy. As an atheist, I think the most Muslim aspect was tastefully done, just a fact of her character. Okay, good. Okay, good. And to say it was a good show. Yeah. No worries. But you can use, there definitely have been plenty of people who have used heat guns to slightly soften. You have to be careful not to melt it. You don't want to make a gooey mess of the adhesive. But you can definitely soften it up a little bit. KJFNY. How's it going? Thank you for 12 months. With your Prime subscription, no less. That means this is the only place that you've used that for almost a year now. Wow. Dang. Man, thank you so much. Insert 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Actually, Jang?
Thanks, Jang.
It's not a clock. It's from a song?
Thank you, Jang.
Actually, Jang.
Thanks, Jang.
Actually, Jang.
I did not think that through.
This is a new tune.
Actually, Jang.
This is very
actually,
aesthetic.
Jang.
Oh no.
Actually,
Oh no.
Jang.
Is it bored?
They are. What? Thought it was thundering, but it's the sound of fireworks. What? Gonna be here now. There's business got raided in the local area. Business got raided with 3,000 pounds, 1.5 tons of illegal fireworks that they were selling. As deep of a drought as we're in, and the fact that it's been a little bit windy lately, that's a whole heck of a lot of disaster averted. I personally like fireworks. I don't like out of control fires, though. That's the thing. Did I miss one? I think this goes on every single level. Storming like crazy at your house for the past 3 hours. Somebody else said they had to take off because they had a serious storm coming through. Hope everybody stays safe.
This is fine. I'm okay with the events that are unfolding currently.
First year you've missed them, but we couldn't get there tonight.
Thanks, Jang.
They said it, so I had to. Thank you, Cones. Good teamwork. Go team! Oh, I already did that. Adrian, good night. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed the session and get some good sleep. Do it. Deepak Rat, how's it going? One other problem around Christmas and New Year's. Do it everywhere, even though it's a gray area legally. I see. Almost set your roof on fire. That's yeah. That's serious.
Yeah.
Friday, trying to enjoy it. Playing with your daughter with the castle layout. She picked the red knight. We were jousting. She asked, "Are any of the knights girls?" She is an unbiased 3-year-old. Pointed to some knights on the 3-in-1 castle that are girls. She said, "Are there any girl knights on horseback?" Told her those were coming in August. She wanted to see herself as a knight. Yeah, well, your 3-year-old daughter is trying to make Lego political. And hang on a second. Let me consult my Rage handbook here. Wait, I need to download a new one from Twitter. Hang on. 3-year-old gets it. Yeah. People are really going there? Lurking Gundam, people have gone all the way there. All the way there. Lurking Gundam, all the way there. I had to issue a good 10 bans or so, and I am not ban happy on YouTube. From people going all the way there. Also, there's some content creator out there who has been actively spreading the lie that the new castle set, the big one, has only female knights, no male knights whatsoever. I've had to correct so many people on that. Like, would you, for the love of God, would you do me the favor, please, of looking at the freaking pictures with your own beady eyes that each have a single brain cell connected to them? I know there's at least one brain cell. Will you just use that one brain cell in your head to look at the pictures for yourself and see that you are the brainwashed one here? That you didn't make a single attempt to look for the most basic of facts. Not... I'm definitely more upset at people who could be normal but choose not to. Choose just to listen to what some rando on the internet says and get upset about it without using a single bit, not even one
feeling genuinely upset,
synaptic connection to figure or find anything out on their own. Not a single one. How are we a viable species? I don't know. I do not know. Radium baths, radium clinics, and we still exist. Female knights in history, in like major, in what's represented by the castle set, not much. I think I've heard that there have been some that pass themselves off as male to survive, but it was rather uncommon. It historically does not make sense to depict a large number of female knights in a castle set. But this is a toy. It's a toy, and you can always swap the heads if you want to. If you're looking for more historical accuracy, you swap the heads. This is a toy for kids to play with. It's not called King's Castle, though. True Sasset. It's called Lion Knight's Castle. One single brain cell is already too occupied with being angry. I guess you can't process and can't ask it to process actual information. I know. I'm very open-minded, and I'm very open to, and I have been expressly open to conversing with and having constructive arguments with people who are not of the same mindset as me. I think that's critically important. I think it's more important than most people that I've seen seem to think that it is. That people have very different viewpoints. And I will not demonize someone just because they disagree with an ethical stance that I believe is obvious. I will not automatically demonize them. But if they express a total lack of interest in intelligence, in discourse, in proving their point, in talking about their point, and are just going to demonize me for questioning them, you know, or having a different view, then all bets are off. You know, I can't work with that. Well, yeah. Also, Novasword Gaming, like when the Creator 3-in-1 castle came out, that had one male and one female knight in it, and people would go around raging about how historically inaccurate the female knight was, which I say is something worth arguing about. Worth arguing, which means, okay, let's talk about this. My problem is that they would not rage about the inclusion of a dragon in the same set. The minifigures are so the minifigures are so historically accurate in their proportions. We have a female ninja, a female stormtrooper, a female knight is problematic. Oh yeah. Your daughter wants a female knight. She's freaking getting a female knight. Heck yeah. Go dad. Mad about female Viking in the Viking ship when there was a giant sea serpent. Yes. Same exact thing. Someone say female knight. How's it going, Amy? Just broke apart. Kylo's tie silencer that arrived from eBay totally assembled? Oh, you're gonna put it back together? Or a real Shani? You mean dragons are not real? Next you can tell me the Loch Ness monster isn't real. Loch Ness monster. I need about 350. About 350.
Actually.
I already have a king and queen for your layouts. 4 daughters, all want all kinds of figs. There you go.
No.
Dragon and castle set. Cool. Female knight. Historically inaccurate. Ah!
Actually, Jang.
Pirate minifigure was annoying. I feel ya. Imagine if it was a female dragon.
Thanks, Jang.
See, now I didn't find the little pirate figure to be that annoying, because to me it just looked like an old outfit, an old-timey outfit for a commoner or maybe a low-level merchant. That's what it looked like to me. Let this get a little too loud here. There we go. Still a bit strange. Okay. Dax Lauren, hello. So one theory about the dragon myth is that it initiated in ancient Greece. There was an excavation for an architectural project that unearthed a Triceratops relative, a couple of fossils for a Triceratops relative, and the theory or the hypothesis is that started the European dragon myth. It's an interesting theory, given how little understanding we had of things back then. I could definitely see that leading to thousands of years of belief in ancient monsters or mythical monsters, because, well, monsters did once exist as we know of them. Yeah. Prefer your theory that dragons were hunted to extinction. Want more common folk figures? Me too. I want more common figures in all themes. Just throw an extra handful of them in every single set. Give us more regular people. Maybe they train birds or bats to use flamethrowers. Newcastle has a bunch of commoners. Yeah, I haven't looked at the figures too much, but I definitely saw that there are a lot more regular people in there, which is great. Triceratops skulls look pretty intimidating. Yeah. There's a theory that Cyclops was based on a mammoth skull. Interesting. The trunk hole looks like an eye socket. Okay, yeah, I can totally see that. I've definitely seen Cyclops in mammoth skulls. I could see that. I never made the connection that maybe modern humans, well, not modern, but humans made that leap, that connection, that's where that myth came about, but it seems feasible enough. Oh, there's another one. This gets a little bit complex. There you are. Ancient stone tablets dated 2500 BC translate to something that said, "These darn kids don't respect their elders. They use papyrus instead of stone." I did not see where that was going. Dang on kids these days. The newfangled papyrus. We've gone a bit overboard. A pick-a-brick wall now have a gallon bag size full of 4x3 leaf in regular green. Okay, I cannot shame you for that. I don't think there is such a thing as too great a quantity of Lego leaf pieces. Wait, are you serious? Wait, Lurking Gundam, are you serious? You weren't joking. You weren't joking. Amazing. For the 2500 BC homies. Wow. Wow, humans. Wow. MG says definitely should have gotten 2-gallon bags. I agree with that. Wow, this is complex. Just built a Kobe Warthog. Oh, nice. Is the ingenious design of some of the pieces, how they fit together. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Kobe parts. How free they are with the creation of new and infinitely useful pieces. Not just specialized one-off parts, but parts that Lego has never done, that Lego should have done decades ago. Is good. It's good for the soul. Also, Majestic, did you know that the A10 Warthog was a plane that was literally designed and built around a gun? he got his not like this is out before I even said it. I think you wrote those out when I said also. Helping a neighbor build a Kobe plane. Surprised to find 1x7 plates. Yeah, 1x7, 1x5, which Lego then tried to patent, and Kobe was like, no. 2x7, 2x9, 2x11, 1x1 plates that invert the building direction within the space of a 1x1 plate. 1x1 studs that invert the direction of building within the space of a stud. Stud inserts that will accept a bar inside of them and also act as a stud that you can apply to the underside of any plate or brick. What? Come on, Lego, step your game up. Haven't never finished it. Wasn't sure if it counts as a Gundam. If Lego did that, oh yeah. This changes everything. On one side it would be this changes everything. On the other side, back in my day, Lego would never have. Aussie crap. 2 number 9s, number 9 large, number 6 with can I get extra dip, number 7, 2 number 45s, 1 with cheese, and a medium soda. No, make that a large soda. Yeah. Back in my day, we used 2x4 kitty bricks from Kitty Craft, and we were named Olakirk Christensen. I have 1 bag left to go. Joel, a liter of cola. I have one bag left to go on box 2. Then I will be opening the final box.
Hello there.
General Kenobi. Do you have any Ricola? General Kenobi. heck is a liter? The heck is this?
The heck is this?
Glad Lego did Minions. Still prefer the ones from Mega. Same, exact same. Okay, regarding Minions, I have trouble with a thing here. The Rise of Gru is just coming out. Upstate Dave, how's it going? The Rise of Gru is just coming out. The Lego sets for the Rise of Gru came out, what, early last year? Like a year and a half ago? Wasn't it? On clearance? They're not on clearance. They're long gone. They were on clearance last year. Somebody clip that. Remember Brian building them? It was a long time ago. I thought the movie came out a long time ago. I thought the movie came out like a half a year after the sets or something, or 9 months after the sets. No, it's just now. What the heck? He was resentful as usual. Can we get some Brixo Rage in chat? Some Brixo Rage emotes. Still want another set so you can build the Bob. Yeah, that was a good set.
I don't know what I'm doing. This is very aesthetic.
Saw a group of people dressed as Minions in the store.
I don't know what I'm doing. This is very aesthetic.
Anybody got the Bricks O'Brien emotes? Anybody subscribed to Brian? Got his rage emotes?
I don't know what I'm doing.
They are very aesthetic. Dang it. There we go. Yeah. Another clip. Another one. Fridge in your entryway had to be completely disassembled because it was bigger than. Oh no! No!
Another one.
Pew Gun, how's it going?
Oh no!
Did everything get back together, Dave? That is rough. It's in, it's working, okay. Phooey. I had to pull out the plane. Thankfully I had a plane. And what else? Something else. Screwdriver had to take off some molding and do a little bit of planing to get our refrigerator to fit, even though all of the all of the dimensions were easily clear, but it turns out the space wasn't square, so one corner would not allow it to work.
Hello there.
Oh man, Dave, is your food okay? Repairing your Switch console. Oh dang it. Physically switching physically fixing not electronic issues, but physical issues? Having trouble seeing where this goes. I think it's on here. Ah, it is. Okay. Had a large dinner, okay. Had to cut some wood, yep, to make it level and sit. Oh, wow. Had to take the doors off the fridge. to get it in the house. Old houses never let you down. Gonna get the Memphis Belle next. Oh, nice, nice. I built the Amish built the Memphis Belle version, which is the F, the B17F. I built the B17G. You'll be surprised at the cockpit. You'll be very surprised at the cockpit and the nose. The rest of it is pretty good. It's starting to look like a Ferrari. The heck is this? The heck is this? I didn't check out my car, a Ferrari. Fridge is left side full size freezer, right side full size fridge, custom cutout. Previous owner left them. What are you gonna do with those if you move somewhere else? Does sound very glorious. I wonder why they use that loose pair of pins in there rather than stiff ones. It's odd. Doors had to be removed from the fridge and the house to get it in. The old one went through the back door since it's a double. Dogs were in the back, so that wasn't an option. Gotcha. Rough, man. You had all the stuff you had to go through. Accurate shock absorption or just accurate rattling of Italian engineering? You saw the Memphis Belle in person? Wow. It's not that large of a plane, is it? I feel like the Memphis Belle, I feel like it's the size of like an F-15. Right? Not that large by modern standards, I think. Ferraris rattle more than Jeeps. Wouldn't it be easier to lock the dogs in a room than to disassemble the fridge and the door and reassemble anything? Have you met the dogs? It's bigger. There's a B-17 and a F-15 at Castle Air Force Museum. Okay. So when I see pictures next to one of those World War II bombers, they always look smaller on the ground to me than I thought they would be. Like, I always think giant bomber in the sky, just huge. But on the ground, they don't look as big to me next to people. Which makes me feel more like if I was in one, it would be really scary when they're flying. Because there's no insulation. You know? There's no buffer. It's just the elements. It's not B-52, yeah, there's one there too, and SR-71. Oof. Oof. F-15 has a comparable wing area and carries more payload, but smaller in overall dimensions. Okay. Sounds like it's within the range of my expectations. Talking to a guy that did bombing runs at a plane show, said it was super loud. You felt every bit of turbulence I can only imagine. F-15, also the greatest plane the US has ever made. Okay, I got a hot take for you about planes. Since we're talking about planes, I got a real hot take for you. I got a real hot take for you that's going to have people going to their channels and banning me. Just even people who have never streamed, just in case they ever stream, they're going to ban me. I guarantee it. But I've got to say this. I've got to say my piece. The F-14 was overrated. Let's say it again. The F-14 was overrated. Come at me. The first response is no, you're absolutely right. That's no fun. Come on now. Boo hiss, there we go. Machiart also agrees. What the heck? SMH behind me a long time ago. Okay, that's good. F-14 overhyped because of Top Gun. Exactly. Brian Rage emote. The F-14 was designed to carry the Phoenix missile. That's it. That's it. That's all that it did. It was not a great dogfighter. It was not designed to be a dogfighter. It was designed to be a fleet protection naval interceptor. It couldn't hold a candle to any of the other planes of its vintage in any of the measures of coolness. It just carried.
I don't know what I'm doing.
It just carried Phoenixes. Starscream is superior. Well, that's just factual. F-14, your favorite plane? Okay, so I will not counter anybody who says they like the F-14. I like the F-14 too. I'm just saying it's overrated. We look back at it like it was this godly aircraft, you know, just an angel in the sky. But it didn't really do much. It also didn't last long. Planes that were designed before it flew for another decade or so. Got to see a few Mustangs do simulated attack runs. Wow, right on. Still looks dark. Yeah, heck yeah, yeah. It looks great. I need to build my Kobe one. I like it. I just think that it's looked at through rose-colored glasses of history. If it did not link, there was something wrong with it. Back in my day, we had dragons. Dad worked for NASA. One of the control panels he built is on display. Ah. Army guy, Warthog has a special place in your heart. Problem with Tomcat is that Grumman designed it to use a more powerful engine. The Navy decided they needed to reuse the 111's engines and deferred replacing the engines for more than a decade. Didn't it? Rose-colored aviators, nice. But I mean, the engines weren't the only thing. I mean, it was decently quick or decently fast, right? It had the speed it needed as an interceptor. Used to put bombs and missiles on the F-14 in your naval career? Wow. I did not realize that they ever used it for strike missions. An aviation ordnanceman. Wow. So they used F-14s for strikes? For strike missions? Strike sorties? I did not realize that. That must have been a real stretch. I guess it makes sense for a two-seater. You know, use that capability of having weapons officer on board, but multiple flameouts and stalls just like in Top Gun. Really? Variable inlets to help prevent those as well. Wow. Did not know that. Last decade of its life, it was the go-to long-range strike craft. Really? Had the legs and the Hornets did not. So Hornets, that was before the Super Hornets, right? I didn't know that they used, wow, I didn't know they used the F-14 as the strike. It's the carrier strike craft. Huh. Was it ever paired up with modern munitions, with precision munitions? Dad worked on the F4 Phantom. F4 Phantom was, I think, underrated, or I think is underrated today. Most people don't realize that it was a Cold War interceptor. It was a Mach 2 interceptor. Not to mention, it was also used as a strike craft. It was a pretty respectable dogfighter too. Had a very high power to weight ratio.
Houston, we've had a problem.
Someone said Cold War. When they're getting ready to launch, you would have to touch the front wheel and go straight to the back, so you wouldn't get sucked in the intake. So powerful to burn those in front. Yikes. Hope Kobe comes out with a F-117. I think they did a long time ago. It wasn't good. It wasn't a good kit. They need to make a good one though. Tomcat could carry 4 2,000 pounds laser or JDAM. Ah, and a laser pod. Okay, okay. Usually carried less in practice. Okay. Huh. Wow. So were F-14s the... Did F-14s carry the bunker busters? The first bunker busters in Desert Storm? I always assumed that it was F-15s. Retired in 2006. Laser pod was added in 92. Okay. Huh. FA-18? Live right near where they made them. Got to see the manufacturing chamber, huh? Holes that go 4 stories down into the ground. Wow. Wow. Remember being surprised at how late they were in use. Yeah, I need to go back and look at their history a little bit more too. I get the sense that they weren't used much. They weren't used operationally much. This is right, isn't it? I think it is. The 5,000 pound one was carried by F-111s and then later by F-15Es. They were Air Force weapons. Okay, gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. Let's agree the F-16 is also a great plane. I don't think there's anybody who can make any argument against that. I only just learned that like this year, that the F-16 could out dogfight handily and consistently, always out dogfight an F-15. I only just learned that, and that made my respect for the F-16 skyrocket. Now that's if you're talking about a traditional gun-to-gun or forward-looking seeker-only dogfight. You get into more modern munitions and things change a lot, and well, then you don't have dogfights at all anymore. But still, don't call them Vipers for nothing. Watch a YouTuber that was a F-14 RIO and was in it up until they retired. The D's were the ones you worked on. Okay, I'm not familiar with the variants at all. I don't know. Plane go fast. F-16 is just such a workhorse though, and it had so many mission profiles that it was proficient at. And it was efficient. You like the F2? I like the F2. Designed to handle 9G, and the F-16 wasn't quite that good at high Gs. Also, was the F-16 the first full fly-by-wire fighter that we had? VF-143 Pukin Dogs. Their symbol was used in the new Top Gun movie. Heck yeah! Yes! Heck yeah! Gosh. That's awesome. Maverick. I have not seen Maverick. I've not seen any new movie in this year. I don't know if it's up to a year. Probably about a year or so. I've not had the time. I'll see stuff when it comes out on streaming. I've not seen The Batman yet. I've not seen Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. I've not seen Spider-Man. All your favorite fighters come from the prop era. Okay. P-51, P-38. Wow. I only just learned last month, I think it was. Yeah, last month or the month before, that the twin Mustang was not a concept. We made them in bulk. We made hundreds of the twin Mustang. What? Where have I been all my life? First full fly-by-wire F-117. Was it? Not that the F-117 counts as a fighter, but I mean... Sturmovik. Predecessor to the Warthog. Ah. Google says F-16. 1973. Right on. My favorite. Well, we can put that out to everybody. Put that out as a question to everybody in chat. Favorite fighter. Let's not limit it to the US. Say just favorite fighter. Got an F-15 there. Raptor. Don't watch UFC. Joe! Welcome back, Joe. Good to see you. How has life been treating you? P-51 or Super Hornet. All right. F-15. Falcon. Mustang, yeah. Not if it was readily available. Astro Train. Amazing how much people can poo on the F-35 when by the time its predecessors were as old, they'd each killed at least several times as many pilots as the F-35. Yes, the F-35 definitely gets... I agree that the F-35 gets a unfairly bad rap. P-51 Warthog, overall fixed wing favorite. Okay. Rough few months. Oh man, we missed you too, man. So much has gone on. Wish that you could have been here for more of it, but I hope things are turning up. You know, turning in a better direction for you and yours. Best of thoughts and wishes from not just myself, but from the whole group. P-51 with the Merlin. F-22 Raptor. Raptor object is just objectively the best. It's designed to be. Gotta tend to the parental units, all right. Fingers crossed tonight is for fun. All right. Spitfire. Give it backwards, always tending to the children. Weighing in, torn between the P-51 and Spitfire. Overall best airplane, Flying Fortress. Wow. Always like to look at the P-38. Don't have a favorite. Pure looks, Su-27. I gotta be with you on that one. For the looks. Su-27 or the 35S. I do like some forward horizontal flight surfaces, control surfaces. Corsair, right on. Favorite machine of all time. It's tie between the Space Shuttle and the SR-71. Have a huge 48th scale Su-35S that you bought a couple years ago. You're scared of ruining. X-15. Huh. Right on. That I still don't understand that tail. That vertical stab. just my brain. I've read the explanations of it many times, but my brain refuses to accept that makes sense. The tail of the X-15. Su-47, cool to look at. Failure of a program. Cool to look at. Although I will say that it looks less cool to my eyes, the more time passes. It looks a little bit older, especially in the cockpit and nose areas. XO2 Wyvern, right on. Do I know a lot about military aircraft? I can't say I know a lot. I like them, but I can't say I know a lot. Love the top-down view of the Su-27. In profile, looks too much like a goose. Okay. Building the new Ferrari. Yes. B1B. How about a X71? If I'm going to talk about failures. The Valkyrie. Like the Osprey generally.
Yes! 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 Yes!
Okay. One plane you love seeing in person was the first 707. Huh. When did that come out?
What?
The Vulcan, though? Avro Vulcan? It's cool. It's not my favorite. It's interesting.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Sometimes looks like a Tomcat with non-variable wings. All lifting surface. Looks like it needs anchors.